Hey everyone, thanks for showing up to chapter 4. All right, in this chapter, we're going to talk about applying alignment into your life. Okay, now there's a few examples that I had in there from just some clients that I had in the past, and they're self-explanatory. So, what I generally want to touch upon is just applying alignment and how alignment can help you in certain categories in your life, or actually everything in your life, but from relationships to career to health, a number of things, right? So, alignment, you're the center of everything. Without you, there's nothing. Let that sit for a little bit, because when you're harmonic or when you're harmonious, everything just falls into place wonderfully. Now think back, to a moment in your life where you were just serendipitous. I mean, you were just happy, and just you had a series of things that just worked out. Boom, boom, boom. That's not accidental. But let me tell you a little secret. It's because you were aligned. It's not necessarily that those things weren't great for you, like those events. But what happens is when you're aligned, everything is good. Everything. There's nothing bad in life. There's nothing bad in life. We're the ones that judge things. So when you're harmonious, you naturally aggregate to what benefits. You naturally perceive all events from the greater source that you are. You see it as beauty. Like back in chapter 1, I was telling you about, all those series of events that happened to me that were pretty harsh or drastic. They were essentially the most beautiful things in my life, okay? It's hard to say that sometimes, but they were part of life. They were parts of this exquisite system that we're part of, okay? We all experience things. They have beauty in them. The deaths that happened in my family, those are new beginnings. They were the extension of life. We don't end here, guys. If it wasn't for those events that were so close together, and the birth of my child at the same time, within that same year, I wouldn't have seen the large system, the large exquisite design that we're in. It's hard sometimes to see things from the greater good unless you're aligned. Alignment feels good, guys. To be aligned, you have to be, and here's a dirty word, selfish sometimes. You have to be, it's not a bad word, guys. Again, a lot of definitions, right? But caring about yourself. You got to care about yourself to feel good. You got to care. You got to love yourself to feel good. You got to put your alignment higher than anything else in your life. Why? Why, George? Why do that? Because when you're aligned, you are love. You flow peace, harmony, effortless creation, effortless healing into your environment, into your world. Sometimes it's hard to perceive, right? Because obviously we can only perceive the world through our own eyes, when we see it. But I've seen it in people's lives. I've seen it in my life after the fact. Back when I was experiencing all that stuff, it wasn't sweet at all. Again, like I went through depression and stuff. That was hard. But it's only after the fact, once I got expanded, when I got into my alignment, my understanding, my inner guidance, I expanded into the whole purpose of things. And that lets me see the world through a different set of eyes. And that's what alignment brings you. The gift and the love of God is you. Okay? So when you apply alignment to yourself without expectation of everything, I mean, like, you won't be, sorry, my pooches again. But don't apply alignment to yourself and say, oh, because I need to make some money. It quite doesn't work that way. We'll talk about that in our coaching environments. But just to give you an idea, it just doesn't work. You have to feel enrichment just for the sake of feeling enrichment. It can't be, conditional on something. It wouldn't be cool for a parent to be conditional. I mean, they do it all. Some people do, but conditional on whether they behave a certain way. You love your children. You love your neighbor. You love the world. You love yourself unconditionally. That's something that alignment helps you with. Now, when it comes to career and wealth and health and relationships, that's just naturally just blends right in and it just becomes obvious, right? So I'll leave it at that. I love you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next chapter, which I think is going to be the last chapter. And looking forward to talking to you guys. Again, I'll leave a link at the end for some sort of free chat with me, right? To see where you're at, see what I can help you with. And if you do need my help, right? You may not. I think after all of this, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be able to start rolling the ball on your own. And if you need any tweaks here and there, I'm always available, okay? Peace, have a great time, and then I'll see you on the next chapter. Bye.